Alright, welcome back everyone to Renowned Explorers, International Society, The Emperor's Challenge. Hey, you know what? Let's try to win a game today. It's a weird concept, but I think that's the right way to handle this. I know, I'm being sarcastic. Last time I was sure that I was going to try really hard. I was going to finally get the win in the Emperor's Challenge. I'm honestly a little mystified at how difficult the Emperor's Challenge has been for me. I win almost every run I play of the regular Renowned Explorers. I've been playing a little bit off camera, but just the regular game because I do want to get some practice in, but I don't want to unlock anything without you guys being able to see it. And I win almost every run of the regular game, and I just can't seem to get a win while I'm recording, or a win of Emperor's Explorers, or of Emperor's Challenge, I should say. Whichever one of those is the difference, I don't know. Maybe it's just recording. Maybe it's just the pressure of having to perform while you guys can watch. But man, I just can't do it. Let's try again. Let's do it. Alright, I'm really excited. I'm always excited to play Renowned Explorers, really am. I love this game. It's incredible, and I'm really glad that so many of you have chosen to watch it along with me. Thank you very much. It seems like almost every challenge we get in Renowned Explorers involves engineers. We have one again. Expert Engineer. Have a level 3 engineer on your team, so that's just one engineer. You don't need more than one, which is nice. And a archaeologist team. Now this one is as many archaeologists as you can get. But typically, I'm only going to go for one anyway, mostly just because having more than one takes so many resources and doesn't give you any benefit. And I'm having trouble enough just getting to the end of the game. Let's not put a bunch of resources into something that doesn't help me. Alright, so we do want an engineer and we do want an archaeologist. That's really not a big deal. I almost always take one of each of those anyway. So, let's see. I guess the main concern is what kind of team do we want to go for? Now, of course, in Emperor's Challenge, we do want to have a little flexibility. We want to be able to go friendly if we need to, devious if we need to, and aggressive if we need to, which would be nice. I definitely want a speaker. Always want a speaker. I'm sure there is a way to run a non-speaker group, but I just find them so useful that I have a hard time doing without. What to do here? Well, I can go with Charles. I don't play with Charles very much. Let's take a look at some of our options for leader perks. Is there anyone here that has a really good, interesting leader perk that I think is going to help me out? Extra research from campaign from Hildegard. That's not too bad. We'll attract helpers and solve encounters friendly. That sounds good, but again, for Emperor's Challenge, there's going to be circumstances where we're going to need to solve encounters in other ways. So we're not getting as much mileage out of that as we would normally. Same thing with Yvonne. The same problem. Okay, so let's look at some other leaders. We do want definitely want an engineer, definitely want an archaeologist, obviously. Let's see who we might want here. What is Ivan? Oh, Ivan's a naturalist, that's right. The Wang Yu is an engineer. Once you acquired 5 encounter on expedition. Okay, interesting. Especially early on, you're not going to get 5 encounters on one expedition, so that's only really useful in the end game. I do like Hetis just because the extra collect, which can be very nice, but Hetis doesn't start with any engineering perks. She has to learn them, which is fine, but it's a little bit detrimental. Extra gold. Oh. Lobbyist, students, and merchants bought in entourage shops also upgrade your discovery. Huh, that's an interesting one. And she is an archaeologist. And she can go devious and friendly. Ooh. Oh. Maybe we should have a leader I've never had before and use Min-Jeong. Maybe. Yeah, I like that idea. That means I still do need an engineer. And if we're going devious or friendly, like someone like Agatha would be really good. But Agatha's also an archaeologist, so that's kind of a waste because you're doubling up there. What is Agatha's captain perk? +1 insight and +2 study when you use insight and study. That's pretty good. Is that better than this? Probably is. Yeah. Then maybe I'll go Agatha. But do I want Agatha to be my leader? That is the question. But that's a good archaeologist. Okay, let's just take Agatha as our archaeologist. Think that is a good choice. So now we need a engineer, and Errol's not a bad engineer in any way. He can't do friendly, which Agatha is friendly and devious, but he does devious all right. He's much better with aggressive. Let's see, is there a good engineer that we can choose that likes friendly and devious? I know some of these have alternate engineers. I was looking to see if any starting engineers. No, because all these are going to be starting speakers. Yeah. Friendly and aggressive. Yeah. Huh. All right. I guess not. So we'll have to choose an engineer who has engineering as their secondary trait. Or we can go with Wing Yu. I liked Wing Yu quite a bit when I played with him last time. Yeah, I don't think so. Man, I don't know. This is a hard decision. I've lost so many times that I want to be careful about what I go with because I want to choose wisely, obviously. I want to have a success here. I mean, oh, so by the way, someone let me know, and I'm sorry, I forget who it was, and I don't want to guess because I might be wrong. But someone let me know that apparently this name is not pronounced Pedrinho. I'm sorry. Apparently it's Pedrino. I hope I got that right. Let me know in the comments if that's correct. Pedrino, maybe. I'm not sure if that's a traditional Brazilian name. It's not a name that I'm familiar with, and so I did my best pronouncing it at the beginning. But if that is a very common traditional Brazilian name, I'm very sorry to all of you who I may have offended with that. Apparently it's Pedrino. Okay, I will get used to it eventually, I promise. Pedrino. Obviously, he's very good in a friendly crew. I think he's the most powerful friendly member in the entire game, but I have run him several times, and I hate to run him again. On the other hand, he is a good beguiler, and he starts with 2 survivalist traits, which would be nice, but I still would need my engineer. And who is a good engineer? Isn't it Hattis? Yeah, Hattis can be an engineer, that's right. But Hattis is not very good at anything but aggressive. She's great at aggressive. Don't take me wrong there. She's amazing aggressive. But she's not real strong at anything else. Man, I'm not used to having trouble finding people I want to take, but again, I'm trying to be so careful because I really would like to win one for once. I may have to go back up to here and check out scientists again because Anna is a very good engineer, a very good scientist, but again, aggressive. It seems like that's a trait that a lot of the engineer people have, is that they tend to also be aggressive. And I wasn't really gonna go for that. The leap may not be bad. He has tranquility, which is a nice heal. Even though he is secondarily aggressive, he also has amnesia shot, which doesn't really count because it doesn't increase the attitude of your combat. And he does start with 1 engineer perk. So maybe Philippe. Maybe Philippe is the way to go. I don't know. Agatha, Philippe, and Pedrino. I'm gonna get it, I promise, eventually. What is Philippe's leader trait? +4 study for each resolve you still have at the end of expedition. That seems strong. I mean, obviously it hasn't been strong for me lately because I've been losing resolve everywhere I go, but it seems strong in theory. What is Pedrino. What is Pedrino's trait? Beguiler and survivalist. Okay. Not that strong. Do I want the extra study on use of insight? Or do I want the extra study for each resolve? I'm probably likely to get more benefit out of the extra study for insight overall, but I like this in theory. And I don't think I've ever had a party where Philippe is the leader. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. Okay, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try this, we'll see how it goes. Once again, I'm going mainly friendly, which is sort of my version of going back to what I'm good at. I tend to have a lot of success when I play friendly groups. All right, you know what? We've spent almost 10 minutes just picking what group I'm gonna take. This is getting ridiculous. Let's do this thing and see how it goes. I'm gonna stay on Classic. I'm not gonna lower the difficulty. I want to win on Classic. That is the way I've always played. And do we want some extra study, some extra renown, or some extra status, or some extra gold? And I think I'm gonna take some extra study. Once again, this is becoming rote for me. I love having that first large amount of study after the very first expedition. All right. You know what? Let's try it. Engineers and archaeologists. Here we go. I just finished watching. For those of you who are interested, I know there's a lot of you who aren't, but that's okay. I'm not going to hype on it. But just so you know, I just finished watching the semifinals of the League of Legends World Championship, and it was a very, very good series of games. So if you're interested in those, make sure you check in on that. Very exciting. There's someone in the finals for the World Championships that hasn't been there in a very long time, and that's always nice to see. We don't need this tutorial again. I love to see some variety. It gets very boring when the same team wins over and over again, and anyone who's interested in the league knows that has been true for the last couple years. And I don't really care who wins necessarily, but I dislike it when the same team wins every time. So I'm going to be rooting for the quote-unquote underdogs this year, just in the hopes that someone different wins, because that would be nice. I like a little variety there. I would also like a little variety in our Renowned Explorer runs. I would like to win for a change on while I'm recording, as opposed to losing. So let's work on that for a little bit. Okay, we're going to perform a ritual to the Horned God, and Agatha is quite good at this, 95%. Come on, Agatha. There we go. Very nice. Okay, we got a Archaeologist Legends perk. Hey, that's a great start. Can't complain at all. And Agatha is, in fact, our Archaeologist. Wow. Can't complain at all. That was great. Okay, some extra supplies. Stock us all, by the way, back up to full. And let's continue. We're just going to breeze through this area. Just grab as much as we can. Ah, here's our orphan child we've seen before. Very nice. And she's going to join us as part of our entourage. We'll get some study from that. And a journalist. Let's go up to this nature challenge. Phenomenon that's worth researching. Might as well try for it. 44% from Philippe. Very nice. And it looks like we might get it. Nope, never mind. Wow. Alright. But our campfire is ready already. So let's go ahead and do our campfire. What do we have? Ah, Brazil. Oh, wow. All 3 character cards again. We're going to throw away this campfire story, I think. Choose a level 3 Regaler. Gains +4 campaign. No, we don't care about that right now. Brazilian blend. That's Pedrinho's special cup of coffee from Brazil. We will hold on to that. Agatha's drinking problem. Let's hold on to that. And Philippe's, which I don't know if I've ever done. Philippe has fallen quite ill. The crew tries to help. Philippe gains -10 spirit, but +2 collect and +2 study on rogue and engineersmiths. That seems very dangerous for our leader to have -10 spirit. What does he have right now? Does it show me somewhere? Yes, 45 spirit. That's not that high, and he'll be at 35 if we do this. I'm assuming that eventually this ends up in a buff for him, so it probably is better to do it early than late. I mean, let's try it. I've never done this before, I don't think. Philippe is ill. He doesn't want to talk about it, but as a result of gruesome battles he fought out in the Foreign Legion, he's become more frail. Agatha and Pedrino are getting worried with his deteriorating health. Okay. Hopefully they can work it out. All right. Very interesting. Okay, let's move on. Hopefully this is our hidden hoard. Yes, it is. Excellent. And I think we'll take the discovery. Go try to get some more study. We're just going to stack up, again, as much study as we can. Ooh, Philippe engineers some tools in order to do both of these without costing any supplies. Excellent. That level 1 engineering already coming in handy. Hey, we have another empty node. That's interesting. We already found the hidden hoard. Does that mean this is actually going to be empty? No, okay. Unknown fern. Excellent. All right, a little bit of study, a little bit of campaign. Let's go do a battle. Some cuddly sheep. We're going to be friendly to these sheep. We like them. We think they're cute. Speaking of cute, the cats have been doing much, much better since we changed their food. They have not had stomach problems for 4 days in a row now, which is a record, considering they were getting sick 3 or 4 times a day. And now we've gone to 0 for 4 days. That is insanely good, and I'm much, much happier not having to deal with that on a regular basis. Small detail, but it's made my life a little bit better, and I do appreciate it. Yeah. On the other hand, they were very upset last night because normally my wife gets home around 5, and they're always waiting for her. They're ready for her to be home. And, but yesterday, she had a coworker come in from out of town to work on some projects for the company, and so she volunteered to sort of show him around town. He'd never been to Texas, which is where we live currently, and he was from Colorado. So she offered to show him around town and take him out to eat and basically entertain him while he was here until he went back to Colorado today. And so instead of coming home at 5, I actually left and went out to meet her at her company, and we took him out to dinner and sort of walked around town and showed him downtown and some cool stuff like that. And so by the time we got home, the cats were very upset because they didn't understand why my wife is not home on time, as she normally was, and they certainly didn't understand why I had left them, in addition to that. And in order to show their disapproval, they basically clawed up the couch. Well, one of them did. Merlin clawed up the couch. So they were not thrilled, and by extension, we were not thrilled. If you have cats, I'm sure you understand how that goes. If you don't have cats, well, most of the time they're lovable fluff balls, and the rest of the remainder of their time on Earth, they are essentially the jerkiest things that you have ever seen. That's sort of a good summary. Alright, a crew is minding his own business, walking around the forest, collecting samples, and we're going to get attacked by a man and his wolves. We're going to try to be friendly to them, too. Small water break there. I am trying to remember to drink more liquid. It's actually very difficult for me to remember to do that. I'm kind of... it's a little bit strange. If there is water bottles around, if I have water bottles in the fridge, then I'm very good at remembering to drink a lot of water, because I will just grab a water bottle and sip on it no matter what I'm doing. But if I have to actually get out a glass and put ice in it and put water in it, and that's too much work. And I just don't do it. And then I get myself dehydrated. Would not recommend that particular strategy as you go through life, but that is the strategy that I adopt. Even though I know I should not. We can't really take this wolf out, but I might as well do some damage to him. We do have a small debuff right now, but I'm not real worried about it in this encounter. I may come to regret that decision. We do have a motion spreader, 3 opponents excited, and we will work on that if we have the opportunity. I know we have at least one impressed here. Yeah, there's an impressed, and we also have a confident. So we only have one character that can actually do excited, which does make that a little bit difficult. There's one, though. And I'm just going to bring Philippe around and actually heal Pedrinho up here a little bit. Not Pedrinho, Pedrino. I am going to work on that. I promise. Pedrino. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and heal Pedrino again, and I'm going to use Impressed, even though it gives him a little bit of less speech defense, because they're not using speech, they're using aggressive attacks. So I'm not real worried about that debuff. There we go. Okay, and I think I am going to use Agatha's AoE here because I can hit all of them, and that will make our lives a little bit easier. And bring Pedrino around here, finish off this wolf. Hopefully that will make him happy. Yep, it did. Good. Or excited, not happy. Close enough, but not quite. And I'll just use our amnesia shot here to take out this last wolf, just so he's not running around in the back line there. And hopefully our friend here, our druid friend, does not run around and target Padrino like he's doing. Oh my gosh, that miss was lucky. Lucky, because that would have definitely taken us out. Alright, let's finish this guy off. We should be able to do it now. And we'll try to finish him off with Padrino so that he ends up confident and lets us get this emotion spreader. There we go, just like this. Alright. There we go. You good? Okay, he's gonna give us a treasure. I thought you were going to steal everything I have, but it turns out you're pretty nice. You can have this treasure I was guarding. The Celtic Cross, the Green Runestone, or the Celtic Leaf. Okay. I'm not sure which of those I want. Okay, we got the Celtic Leaf. And we'll take 5 study? Sure, why not? Alright. Padrino. I'm gonna work on that. Padrino has leveled up. I want to give him some Beguiler perks. Survivalist is nice to have, but I really want that Beguiler. I know. I always go for at least one speaker. I hope at least someone agrees with me that's a strong play, but if not, let me know. Maybe that's not the right play. Maybe having a speaker isn't as important as I always think it is. I don't know. Just grabbing some more study everywhere I go, even if it takes Padrino falling down on a log. There we go. I'm losing attack power, that's okay. We are not going to be aggressive, so that's cool. We're just gonna keep getting some study while I have the chance. The speech defense, that's a little bit more important, to be fair. So I'm just gonna finish before I get any more debuffs. We do have a lot of study stacked up, which is great. Mr. and Mrs. Devious is ready, which does mean that I should technically finish this combat in a devious mood. I'll see how it goes. We'll see who we get matched with here. Cassandra, okay. Cassandra does not mind at all if we are devious. She's fine with that. Of course, she's also fine if we're friendly. That. I'm generally a little scared of Cassandra. She's one of the ones I have the most trouble with in general. But we have Padrino, and Padrino is incredible. Padrino, however, can only hit 2 members of the party right now, which is a little bit less than I'd like. So I think I'm going to back up here. And we're going to back off and take out these 2 first, and hope that as the other members of the enemy team get closer, they'll give me a better AoE for Padrino. I really hope I'm saying that right now. Please let me know if I am not, if I'm messing it up, and I will try to do better. Actually, we can get Padrino all the way back here to this guy, so we might as well. There we go. We go. All right. Let's hope that they stand in a decent position for us. They're not moving too much, actually. Well, there is a really nice spot there if Padrino can get into... Yes, he can. This should be great for us, actually. I'm very happy with this position. Although, we're supposed to be ending this devious, and we're certainly not on track for doing that right now. So maybe we will start doing that. There we go. That's an excellent start. We don't have any bonuses or anything for resolving friendly right now, so there's no reason not to go devious. Yeah, so we might as well go for it. We'll hope we don't lose anyone this turn. It's possible we will, especially because we just switched to a attitude that gives us minus 30 speech defense, which was unintelligent of us. I was so focused on a request there that I wasn't paying attention to the attitude, and that is a silly mistake. It's things like this why I lose. Fortunately, Padrino was still strong enough, although, wow, I'm surprised, because that minus 39 speech defense is pretty bad, but he was strong enough to survive, which is great. And we're just going to focus on Cassandra here, because I think I could take her out this turn. Ooh, maybe not if that happens. Let's see. I might still be able to do it. Yeah, I think I can. As long as Padrino doesn't miss. And then I will take out Cassandra this turn. And end in a devious mode, actually, so that will be... Ooh... Actually, I can end in a devious move even with using a friendly one here, so I'm going to just for the 100% hit chance. And we should still get devious. We didn't get our mood switcher, but we will get Mr. and Mrs. Devious, which is awesome. And we are ahead of Revelo, which is awesome. Again, everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. Okay, hooded figure appears. Saw how we handled that encounter with insults and manipulation, which doesn't make me proud, but there we go. What do we want? I think we want... Do we want the Sea Sapphire? I think I want the Sea Sapphire. Alright, we're gonna try for the Sea Sapphire. We did not get it. We got the Baryonyx Claw. Alright. 2 collect if you resolve an encounter devious. 1 encounter if you resolve an encounter devious. 6 to 10 extra research from discovery. Or just an extra discovery. In this case, probably just an extra discovery is the best thing. Because I don't think we're going to be solving too many encounters devious. Again, in Emperor's Challenge, you have to switch up so often that I hate to take stuff like that. So I guess we'll just take an extra discovery. Kind of a weak reward. It's unfortunate. Alright, on our way back to the main map. Here we go. That was a little bit of a longer first episode, but mostly just because we spent 10 minutes picking our team. It's gone okay so far, but yeah. I am not counting my chickens before they hatch in this case. We're gonna skip the ceremony, risk the Emperor's Wrath, and get our 2 supplies. Very nice. And let's, like always, jump straight in to our research. And I am going to go for observations. Is that what I want to do? Yes, because I want that engineer or archaeologist perk. And I think in this case, I will take the engineer perk because I'm behind on that. I'm really ahead on archaeology right now. Although it's easier to get a perk of engineer. One second, let me check this. I need 2 archaeologist perks to get to the next level. And I only need 1 engineer perk. I still want to take the engineer perk, I think. Alright, I'm going to do it. We will do Philippe here. Or Felipe. You know, now I'm questioning myself. Is this Felipe or is it Philippe? I've always thought it was Philippe, but I could be wrong. I'm going to keep calling him Philippe. I apologize if that is incorrect. And we're going to give him... Tinker, maybe? Yeah, I think Tinker. That's a good one. Yeah. Alright, there we go. What else do we want? Naturalist, engineer, archaeologist. We're going to have 2 of those for sure, so that's not bad at all. Extra supplies we definitely want. We'll take the extra insight. We'll take the +2 study. And we'll just take the last one, too. There we go. Everything's done. And we're going to also grab the technique challenge. Because we have that engineer. Sure, we'll do research. We got a lot of that so far. Very nice. And... let's go check out, after we get our points, let's go check out our entourage shop and our trinket shops. Let's start with our trinket shop. Might as well, because we know we can get another engineer perk immediately from that with the monkey wrench. I always like to grab that right away. It's just a very nice bonus to immediately get that extra engineer perk. And then we can take a survivalist navigation, which actually would be nice because Padrino needs that. Padrino needs that, I should say. There we go. That's all our money, but that's okay. That should give us another level up there. As soon as we back out. Oh, and some extra speech defense. Nice. Okay, we're quite ahead of Revelo now. Very nice. 17-4. Can't complain about that. Alright, okay, we're done with gold. Let's go to our entourages. Okay, rogue, diplomat, or naturalist perks. Alright. Athletic, archaeologist. The archaeologist one would be nice. We have legends or architecture, and we have both of those. Oh, that's rough. That's very unfortunate for us. Wow. And we won't be able to afford any of these, really. I mean, we might as well check out our other one, even though I know these are all pretty expensive. Yeah. And these are not nearly as good for Emperor's Challenge because... or for this particular run of Emperor's Challenge, because we're not always going to be resolving an encounter in a specific way, which is a little unfortunate. It was really good for the Emperor's Challenge that required you to get Discovery, that I didn't win, you know, that one. So let's just grab a little bit more study. We have a couple people that can get quite a bit of it, and we do have a lot of insight up here, so might as well. But I think I'm just going to save it. probably no reason to spend it quite yet, because I'm not sure I want to go into observations. Or no, was it observations? I forget. Which one did I fill out and which one do I have left? Let me check real quick before I tell you wrong. Okay, we did observations. I'm not sure when to go into history. What do we think here? I mean, it's not bad. There's nothing bad in there. But I think I might rather go for a different tree. Maybe engineering, because of our engineer and because of the new trinket shop, which is very, very good. If we can survive to get there. Yeah, I will save that study. And we'll do the next expedition next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, please put a like on it. If you want to see more content when it comes out, please subscribe. It really helps. And I will see you next time.